Good evening. So yes, you are seeing a lot of different things from me. You're seeing sublimation, you're seeing Glowforge, you're seeing X-Tool, you're seeing my resin tumblers, you're seeing some woodworking stuff. Yes, we're into all of it. Our basement is an entire workshop. It's what we do. So that is our hobbies. Now, what you're going to see here is, very first, you're going to see how I mix up and clean my resin mixer, which a lot of people ask me about that, or I see people asking other people about that. Well, this video will take you through what I do to clean my resin mixer. We are doing chameleon colors on two new molds. One is the dragon egg mold from Let's Resin. The other is like I don't know if it's a chameleon, but it's if you look up lizard silicone molds on Amazon or even on Temu, you're going to find all kinds, and you will see this one. We're using magic resin, and yeah, I believe the black that we're going to be using is from Resiners, but you'll see that when we get to it. But I think both of them turned out super, super amazing, and I appreciate everybody that watches what I do. Enjoy. All right, guys, so I'm mixing up 16 ounces of magic resin. I'm using my Let's Resin resin mixer here. I do have the Resiners double for the smaller amounts. I have not set that up yet. It's actually just sitting on my shelf over there. But today we're going to get this mixed up so we can let this sit for a good, 15 minutes or so while we're getting other things ready. So while that mixes up, I'm going to take a look at what we're going to use. And I think we're going to use some chameleon colors. I'm trying to decide which ones. I kind of am thinking, and once you see what I'm doing, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Alright, so we're going to mix some things up here. Alright, we're going to let that sit a minute. I'm going to move that out of the way, then we'll clean that off, and I'll show you how we do that. But this is Cruzix brand chameleon. You can get it off of Amazon. I haven't bought any in a good long while, but it's Cruzix. Okay, this is Azure color. This is the same brand in mint. This is the same brand in turquoise. Now this is from Into Resin, and this is I can't read that, so I don't know what color that is. But it's pretty. It's pretty. Alright, and what we're going to do today is we're going to, this mold just came in yesterday. I've been waiting about a month for it. I ordered it off of Amazon. Not real sure what you call that lizard, but I'm sure somebody will know. And I'm hoping to get this one done too. If I have to mix up more resin, we'll mix up more resin. But this is from Let's Resin, and this is the dragon egg. We're going to do this one. This is a pretty big mold. Alright, I'm going to set that to the side so we can put that back in the box whenever we're done. And I'm going to set this. I'm going to show you how I clean off my blades. And I keep an extra container of just alcohol. It gets the buildup from the resin in there. After a while, you just got to transfer the alcohol, you see. You get that buildup in there. I probably need to go ahead and grab another thing of alcohol and put some in there. And then I will have to transfer that probably after this. We get our alcohol from Amazon or Ace Hardware. I only use 99%. That's the only alcohol I use. I'm going to go ahead, and this is a brand new bottle. I get these bottles. These are 16-ounce bottles. I get them by the case from Amazon when I order them that way. If I pick them up at Ace Hardware, you can pick up a whole gallon. It's between $25 and $30 for a gallon. See how nasty? Looks nasty, but it works. Alright, so my favorite blades are these. And you can, your original one, sometimes I can't remember. I think I ordered extra blades because if you're doing a lot of projects and you're jumping from mixing up this to that and different brands of resin and at different stages of curing, you can't jump real quick without mixing, and you really don't want that. By mixing resins at different stages that are too far advanced, you can actually end up with a flash cure, and sometimes that can be very dangerous. So what I do is I scrape this off. I'll drop that down in there, and then I'm going to move this. Oops, we got drips. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to hold this. And just be very careful. If you put too much alcohol in there, if it gets too high, then you end up with a mess. But you just spin your blades out in that alcohol, and I tend to move it around and make sure those blades hit the sides. Okay. Then I take it out and I grab paper towel, just kind of wipe it off. And then I lay it over here on my Let's Resin silicone mat, the one that catches the resin drips. And that way it's clean, and anything else, the alcohol is going to drip off of it into that mat or anything else. I keep this and be careful because you're going to get a strong smell of alcohol. If that bothers you, wear a mask. We're going to clean this up. Alright. You got alcohol all over your hands. We're good. That's why we wear gloves. So, we're still going to take, and we're going to stir the sides and the bottom. Even though we ran that 4 times, we still stir the sides and the bottom. We want to look at our resin and make sure there is no streaks in that resin. Scrape it. And this cup's been used over and over and over again. It's got a buildup of resin on the sides and in the bottom. So what I do, since that means that my measurements are not going to be accurate if I measure directly in this, I measure in something else like this. Fill this up twice, one with A, one with B, pour that in, mix it up. So we got 16 ounces mixed up and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and take this glove off because it's driving me nuts. I'm gonna grab another glove. I buy these black gloves off of Temu. You can also get some good gloves at Harbor Freight for a nice reasonable price, or just straight up order them from Amazon. Okay, so with this one here, I was thinking some of the mint and maybe the azure. I'm looking at it. You grab a brush and my makeup switcher. Buy these at the Dollar Tree. Order them on Amazon. I think we are going to start with some mint. And let's just go down like what I would call the spine area. These are really good high quality molds. If you're watching me on YouTube, you'll find the link to this mold where I got it from on Amazon. You'll find that in the description. Now, I think we'll do the feet. And this as well. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Stretch that mold out. Get it where you want it to go. And you'd be surprised, mica goes further than you think you're picking up a lot, but it lasts quite a bit of time. It lasts. All right, and I'll show you another trick I use. This. All right. And we got mint all over our hands. Let's switch. Azure. I see something else I want to do. See the eyes? Let me find my black Craft Smart paint pen. You can buy these from most of your craft stores. You can order them online, Amazon. Go ahead and do black in the eyes, and sometimes it doesn't want to accept the acrylic paint. See how it's kind of splotchy, but it'll get the color. The resin will pick it up. And it's it'll be there. There we go. Got that out of the way. We're gonna let that dry. And we're gonna start at the back We're going to do inside this tail really good. Right there at the tip. And yes, that is Blackest Black from Resiners. you will see that both projects used exactly the 16 ounces of resin that I mixed up. Well, 15 3/4 ounces minus that 1/4 ounce that I poured into that mold that I use for extra resin.